We actually did a little area in the school, which we got some help with from City Care, and we did it all in the morning. We started looking for somewhere else, and that's when we found the old abandoned shingle pit and illegal rubbish dump, which at the time was leased by the golf club. So we asked the Lincoln University landscape people to do a plan, and they came back to us and said they'd like to do it as an assessment and have the whole class do it.
The best part has been like giving the students an opportunity to come and plant trees rather than just sitting inside planning what we're going to be doing.
One of the things that happens, all sorts of areas in the school classes have been involved. For example, the wood technology students have been involved in designing and making some benches that have been put over there. There was one student who just planted a tree, and she said to me, "This is the bestest day of my life." And I said, "Why?" She said, "Well, I've never planted a tree before, and this tree, I'll be able to bring my children to come and see it. Well, I'll come and see it when I'm grown up. I'll bring my children."
It's definitely changed the way I would look after areas, just be more careful about the area you live in.
One of the great things about this project is it's been able to involve a whole range of people in a whole range of ways. So, for example, our horticulture classes have been able to include work at the reserve as part of their actual learning programs. The other link to the curriculum is through the key competencies. For example, participating and contributing an action associated with sustainability is a really good example of that. And so students being involved in something in the local community like the Mauhuru Reserve is perfect.
The best part of the project has been everyone coming together and planting trees and really enjoying the whole process.
The board in general obviously supports this type of project, and we're very proud of members of the community who didn't have any direct relationship with the school, but parents as well, and of course pupils.
We've seen the transformation from a shingle pit full of rubbish into what it is now, so it's taken a lot of work.
Okay, once we get some good bush on Mauhuru Reserve, we'll be able to find these invertebrates living in the trees and under logs and visiting the flowers. This is a yellow pan trap, and it's simulating a yellow flower that these pollinators that have got caught in here will visit these flowers, you see. So we've actually got lots of native bees inside there, as well as a few calendula, those small things that are floating on top.
Next year I'm studying towards a degree in environmental management at Lincoln University, so I see this place being turned into a natural reserve with limited pests and a habitat for many native New Zealand species.
So this is a wax tag block which is used to do two things. It can identify the abundance of predators such as possums and rats. How it works is basically we attach it to a tree, we put an attractant down which is a mix of flour and icing sugar, and the possum or rat will come up, have a sniff around and curiously take a bite of the wax block, leaving its teeth marks behind, and we can obviously with that identify that they're here.
I mean, I like being a catalyst, and I feel that the ripples are spreading out, and some of the students next year are going to Lincoln University to do resource management. So a lot of them are then thinking of careers, and to me, that's, as a teacher, that's a real spin-off. But then this person called Cello just sort of turned up one day saying he'd really like to start a community garden. So of course he quickly introduced himself to us, or somebody pointed him in our direction, and it's been absolutely fantastic because he's been so motivated and he's really taken that project on board.
On the September the 9th we had a few volunteers roll up and we laid weed mat according to the plan, and then covered up with bark mulch. Then we put in the raised beds. That's been the process, and doing it all ourselves basically. So that's how the garden is. We're looking at sustainable things, and we're looking at really educating people, because we feel that it's about getting started in your own garden. So we're trying to show them small spaces, container options, larger spaces, and diverse ways that they can handle current problems with getting a garden started.
My vision for the future is for the trees to grow nice and big and the birds to come and people to come and enjoy the place and actually use the environment that we've created.
The best part about this project is that it gives you an opportunity. Well, you hear a lot in the world about what's going wrong, all the environment, everything's being destroyed. But with this, through the school, we've been given an opportunity to actually do something that will make a change, and we can actually see it for ourselves, which I think is really cool.
One of the things about sustainability education is the importance of action. It's not just talking about the environment, it's actually doing it. And the neat thing about the Mahuia Reserve is we just walk across the road and there it is.